welcome to WOW TV. My name is Angel, and I'm here from the Wizards of Wright program. The WOW program is part of the Educational Outreach Office here at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Today, you're going to learn about animal adaptations. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Let's talk about the word environment. What does it mean? The environment is everything that surrounds us and helps us live. It's the air, the earth, water, plants, and even the animals. All living things have characteristics that help them survive in their environment. Fish have gills, birds have wings, and mammals have fur to keep them warm. We call these characteristics adaptations. These adaptations make the members of the animal kingdom very different from each other. Let's look at a few adaptations and see if we can guess why the animal has adapted in this way, and how do these adaptations make it better suited to its environment. What animal is this? Do you see its long neck? Why do you think giraffes have long necks? What about their environment makes a long neck useful? You're right. They need long necks to reach the leaves on the trees. That's what they eat. Not very many animals can reach the leaves that are high in the trees, and this gives giraffes an advantage. What animal is this? Why do you think their ears are so large? Elephants use their ears to stay cool. The heat in their bodies is released when they flap their ears. Let's look at two different types of elephants. Do you notice a difference? The African elephant lives in a hotter environment, so he needs to have bigger ears. The Asian elephants tend to live in the jungle where it's cooler, so they have smaller ears. The giraffe's neck and the elephant's ears are adaptations that help that specific animal exist in its environment. The different size ears on different elephants show us adaptations based on where an animal lives. It also shows us that similar types of animals can have totally different adaptations. Let's look at another example. Here we have several different environments. These are also called habitats or biomes. Teachers, let's pause for a few minutes while the students look at the pictures of these environments. Then you can discuss a few animals that might live in each area. Okay, it's time for our first activity. In a moment, your teacher will give each of you a picture of one of these bears. There's a brown bear, a panda bear, and a polar bear. Teachers, after you've randomly passed out pictures, ask each student to tape their picture to the picture of the environment on the board that they think it belongs in. As a few of them tape theirs, ask them why they've chosen that environment, especially if they put the bear in the desert or the ocean. If any pictures need to be moved, do that as you talk about each one. I'll see you back here after that has been completed. Good job! Do you notice how large the panda's head is? This is because their food source, which is bamboo, is really tough. They need large heads with lots of muscle to chew that food. That's why the best environment for panda bears are bamboo forests. What did you notice about the brown bear? That fuzzy coat earned them the nickname grizzly bear. Brown bears are fast and strong, helping them easily move through their environment. They can even climb and swim. Their long claws and big paws help them dig holes for dens. They love to eat fish, but brown bears eat a variety of foods, including plants and berries. That's why the best habitat for brown bears is in forests and mountains. What did you notice that makes the polar bear different? A polar bear's coat helps them blend into their surroundings and catch their prey. Did you know that their coat actually isn't white? The hairs are clear. Their skin is actually black. The clear hair and dark skin helps them absorb more sunlight and stay warm in their cold environment. This adaptation helps the polar bear live in polar habitats. Can you see how these adaptations make each bear special? As each generation lives and grows, the species adapts or changes a little more to make it even better suited for its environment. This is called evolution. Evolution happens slowly over hundreds of years. A great example of this is birds. Many birds today look very different from their ancestors. A long time ago, a man named Charles Darwin traveled to a string of islands, the Galapagos Islands, and noticed that the finches, a type of bird on each island, had totally different beaks. Each bird had a beak specifically suited to the type of food available on the island where it lived. Have you ever watched a bird eat? What does a bird do? Without hands to feed themselves, birds rely on their specialized beaks to be able to eat certain kinds of food. This means that the kind of beak a bird has will determine what kind of food it eats. Birds that eat seeds have beaks that look quite different than birds that eat meat or drink nectar. In a moment, we will do an activity to explore what beaks work best for which foods. This will help us understand why the shape and size of a bird's beak is so important. Teachers, you have seen in the binder that I sent with the materials that the stations are a little different based on the grade level you are teaching. So, I'll let you introduce the stations to your students and go over the directions with them. Remember, every animal has its own unique adaptations that have evolved to help it survive in its environment. These differences create a fabulous and diverse world. What are some adaptations that people have? Our brains that help us solve problems and our opposable thumbs that make our hands able to do different tasks are a few important ones. Like the bears that we talked about earlier and the birds that you're about to learn more about, and all of the wonderful animals in the world, we are amazing creatures too. You all did a great job today. Thanks for joining me. And teachers, thank you for using this WOW lesson, and please check out more at our website at wpafbstem.com.